miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character, now give me commas. I think God's next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings. My financial overflow. Miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character, now give me commas. I think God's next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings. My financial overflow. Miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character, now give me commas. I think God's next test.
These are facts.
What do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
It doesn't even enter my consciousness.
What's up, Marcelo? How we doing, brother?
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
What do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
We doing what we doing.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
Check. What is up? What is going on, guys? Welcome to Gaming Daily Live. It is Thursday, January 15th, 2026. My name is Icy Gaming, and I am your host, reviewing, reacting, reporting on the most important crypto gaming news stories today, here live on Twitter, on YouTube, on where are we? Twitch, everywhere in the streaming world. Shout out to Marcello, shout out to Apex, showing up early in the chat. W3 Gamer in the building. We gamers out here. Big day, my goodness. Shout out to OpenSea, by the way. Shout out to Wolvesdow, and shout out to Yield Guild Games. Speaking of Yield Guild Games, we gotta talk about today's sponsor, the official guild of Gaming Daily, the official gaming publisher of Gaming Daily, YGG Play, Yield Guild Games, best in the biz. You already know. We were all there, Apex and Marcello. Guys, they just bridged $1.7 million of YGG over to Abstract Chain. Marcello, I know you like that. Increased player participation, rewards distribution, and new casual DGen games launching very, very soon. Super sick. We got Lowland, Gigaverse, GigaChad Bat, and they're tagging the Waifu Sweeper game. What's going on with Waifu Sweeper? Where is Waifu Sweeper at? We all want to play. Bring back the waifus. Dude, that's like $2 million. That's almost $2 million. YGG does not play when it comes to YGG Play. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money. Very, very exciting. And yeah, shout out to YGG. They are an amazing partner to work with, and we're so thrilled to have them on the show. We got a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Marcello, let me know if there's any abstract news that I'm potentially missing. We got the Cryptoids Marketplace on here. We're talking about other side packs coming to Amazon. Of course, we're going to talk about the death of InfoFi. Another game has left or shut down or is leaving Web3, going back to Web2. This time it's a Ronin game, and the Ronin community, Apex, I'm sure you saw this, they are not happy. They're calling scam, they're calling rug, they're calling what the heck happened with Pixieland. We're going to dive into that and so much more, because every single day so much happens, even in a bear market or like low sentiment. Dude, I review the news topics And it's just like, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. Like, this is major news. This is a big story. So there's a lot to dive into. So let's jump right into it with the first story. You guys know we got to talk about the death of InfoFi. Nikita Beer. Dude, it's so funny how crypto sentiment swings. Like last week, Nikita was like, public enemy number one. Let me fix my chair here. Public enemy number one for crypto Twitter. This week, he is like crypto's savior and hero. I saw Easy tweet out like Nikita is the best thing to ever happen to crypto or something like that, or crypto Twitter or Twitter. Like crazy. So as you guys have seen, we've all seen the fallout from today's tweet. 10:39 a.m. Nikita drops a bomb on crypto Twitter and InfoFi revoking API access. So Kaito, Zeet, what was the other big one? Cookie, all basically cut down from the knees. Shout out to Llama. Welcome, brother. Good to have you here. Immediately the tokens were down, the NFTs were down, and we had announcements from all the major players. Zeet was like blindsided by this. I think Kaito and Cookie got heads ups, and former notice. But Zeet was like, yo, we had no idea. So they were kind of like working through things. Here is the official post from Kaito sunsetting their yaps and announcing the launch of Kaito Studio, which people were just saying is like, so you're just an agency then? You know, they talk about, you know, best in class analytics, cross-platform reach, all of these major things. But man, it's going to be tough. A lot of crypto Twitter is happy about this, right? We've seen the AI slop. We've seen the, you know, incentivized posting that was like never organic, never felt good. I've never been an InfoFi I never got into SocialFi, never got into InfoFi. It just didn't feel right. It wasn't like interesting to me. It didn't feel organic. It didn't feel real. I did like the idea of decentralized marketing campaigns. I think there is some value in that idea, but at the same time, like, you just can't fake the funk, man. There's no replacing real, genuine, organic relationships and honest, authentic communication and you know, vouches. And so many of these platforms just like, they just incentivize the wrong things. So I did see some takes, and I'm curious what you guys think about this. Some people were saying like, you know, listen, AI slop is a problem across all social channels, YouTube, Instagram, and everything like that. So this actually isn't going to change that, or it's like kind of scapegoating crypto Twitter as the reason why there's a huge rise in bots on Twitter. And it's also pretty funny that like Elon bought Twitter because there was bots. Like he wanted to get rid of the bots. He wanted to make it the truth platform. And, you know, like the deal almost fell through when Elon was buying Twitter because they had inflated bot numbers. And now it seems like the bot problem is worse than ever. So we'll have to see if this new change has any impact on that. Obviously, I think when you know, people can earn free money, you know, they're going to try to exploit that as much as possible. So that's one of the reasons why there was so many bots and, you know, like BS comments and all that stuff. So now that that is gone, like, what is the incentive to bot, at least in like crypto? Maybe if you're like farming an airdrop or whatnot, but hopefully this has a positive impact on crypto Twitter. I feel like crypto Twitter is getting better, you know, slowly but surely. Pretty wild. InfoFi made a lot of these platforms into what they are today. Without it, who knows where Somnia would be right now. Yeah, I mean, That's fair. But like, you know, I think of like Arbitrum, right? Like they did some big info. They're like the only people that I can remember from their InfoFi campaigns. And the only reason that is true is because they made trailers and commercials and like skits talking about like, we're just going to outsource our marketing to Kaito this season. And they were just like doing a big campaign. And that video was like the best piece of content out of that entire campaign. I don't even remember any of the Arbitrum Yaps, you know, stuff that happened. And there was like an Arbitrum specific one that like Dub was on the leaderboard for. I don't know, man. Just like all these copycats, all these things. I did see some takes that were saying that Kaito was like, you know, the only genuine one, and then all the copycats were, you know, just added nothing of real value. I don't know. It's all tough, man. I mean, I didn't follow it, right? Like I don't really follow it. I did sign up on Kaito and I did get their initial airdrop. I had like, I don't know, 500 or 1,000 yaps. I have no idea how I got them. I kind of got them through the daily news video last year. I just remember like signing up. I signed up in the early beginning stages because I was like, let me test out these new platforms or whatever. And then went back and checked and I had a whole bunch of yaps that I didn't think I qualified for. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I took the free money, you know, thank you. Anyways, we can kind of move. Well, the last thing about that, I did also see some people like saying that the Zeet TGE never happened. And, you know, like what's going to happen now? Are these InfoFi platforms going to refund, you know, some of the campaigns that like people that paid? I mean, what is happening? It's a whole fallout from that. Also some fallout from this. This is a crazy comment from Pudgy Penguins. Crazy comment. I mean, a lot of people were kind of not rocking with this. And I mean, shout out to them for even like leaning in and trolling, like, sorry guys, just farming yaps. Yo, the intern was wildin'. I don't love it. I'll be honest. I don't love it. We talked about it yesterday. I don't like when people speak down about anybody out of like, you know, or like make generalizations on a country or an area. You know, I've never liked the term tier 3 countries. I don't like the way that, you know, we were talking about it yesterday with like Adam Fern, or maybe the day before, you know, speaking out against like the Vietnamese farmers. I think Nigeria and Southeast Asia and South America and, you know, India like get thrown under the bus a lot. And I just don't like it. So, you know, I would expect more and better of Pudgy Penguins, to be honest. And I know some of the guys that work over there, and I love you guys. I love the brand, but I can't imagine that this was like Luca approved. But hey, that is, you know, listen, we're all about shit posting and trolling and rolling with the punches. And yeah, that one was a wild one though. Not what I would, you know, interesting strategy, Cotton. We'll have to see how that one works out. Moving on, guys, we got to talk about this. NVIDIA has reportedly stopped production of GeForce RTX 5070s, claiming that memory shortages are the reason. Guys, I have like a 3070. Like, I would love to upgrade to like a 4060, 4070, 4090. I don't know how much they are these days. Wild. I mean, we're seeing like, you know, RAM prices go through the roof. Times are tough out here for the gamers. Bring back Shrapnel. Remember when Shrapnel was giving away graphics cards? That was great. That was a great time. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about that, about that. I just saw it and wanted to report on it. Actually, let's go to Deserto before we go into any more stories. Let's see, was there any other breaking Deserto news that we should talk about? Oh, I saw this like Minecraft New York City replica. 5 years to remake New York City in Minecraft. Listen, I love the dedication. I love the scope of a project like that. But like 5 years, brother. 5 years is wild. Let's see. Anything. I don't think anything major. Maybe we should check in on Watcher Guru. I don't have Watcher Guru up here. Let's see if any macro things happen, important things happening in the world. Robinhood and Coinbase stocks falling as Congress delays the crypto market structure legislation. I did see Brian Armstrong on whatever CNN or something like that talking about how, you know, he couldn't support it. Yeah, right there. CNBC. But tariffs, nothing real interesting. We're actually going to talk about this Mr. Beast thing next. Mr. Beast getting into crypto? What? He's already been in crypto. We're going to talk about it. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything else major from Watcher Guru. So let's just move right on into this Mr. Beast story. So Mr. Beast, let me frame this properly. Mr. Beast is eyeing DeFi as Tom Lee's Ethereum treasury Bitmine invests $200 million into Beast Industries, the company founded by YouTube creator Mr. Beast. We're trying to buy that influence. Listen, this is how it works, right? This is how politics and things work at that level, at that scale. You know, Sam Bankman-Fried was investing into all of the politicians. It makes sense. Listen, you got the money, get Mr. Beast on board. We already know that Mr. Beast is involved in crypto, right? He bought CryptoPunks. I think he holds crypto. He talks about Bitcoin and Ethereum in his videos, kind of like as passing jokes or whatever. His wife is a parallel ambassador. She was at the Prime World Championships in Vegas last February, like shoutcasting, or like she was basically like the main host. She was introducing the different matches, coming on stage, you know, after every thing, and she was super cool. She hung out all weekend. I had a chance to meet her and talk with her, and super down to earth. So you know, the Donaldsons are pro crypto, and this is cool. That 200 million is gonna that's like 2 Mr. Beast videos. It'll be interesting to see like where this goes, or if anything comes to it. Let's see. Bitmine will invest 200 million in Beast Industries. Beast Industries plans to debut the financial services platform. Oh, that's right. We did see that. Yeah, Mr. Beast was talking about, or I saw a headline the other day that like they're launching a financial services platform. Interesting. Let's see if we can find more on that. Yeah, in October, Beast Financial applied for several US trademarks, indicating that the company would provide crypto exchange, payment processing, banking, and insurance services. At the time, not all 52 trademarks owned by the company has led to actual products. That's wild. That is those are wild trademarks to apply for. Yeah. Donaldson has been involved in crypto since at least 2021, purchasing NFTs from the storied CryptoPunks collection during the height of the pandemic era. He also promoted a gaming league in 2023 that generated controversy over its use of digital assets. That's right. Remember, what was it? Creator League? Was it Creator League, I think? Yeah, Creator League. Dude, what a different time, man. I remember Creator League. That's crazy that that's been like 2 years ago. Whoa. All right. I don't think that there's much else to say there. Yeah. Let me know if you guys like, I don't know, have any comments or feelings about that. Let's move on to the big story of today. The Fun token is out. Congratulations to football.fun, sport.fun, Adam, Caleb, Gaspode, the entire sport.fun team. Major day for this ecosystem. The Fun token is now live and tradable across Base, Solana, and other central exchanges. Everyone and their mother came out and was a part of this. They had like listings on everything, as far like all the major exchanges that you normally see. I forget what they were. Obviously we knew Kraken. let's see. We're gonna go back to some of these. We're all over the place today, but OpenSea, Aerodrome. Maybe they didn't retweet some of those. I just saw it all over the place. Of course, the airdrop happened, and it seemed like it went super smooth. Seemed like everyone, people were happy. I didn't see any issues with it. So, congrats to them. Super smooth launch. And let's see. We'll go to Verted. Verted shared his update on the airdrop. So his portfolio right before the airdrop was $23,000. His portfolio right now at the time of posting, this is 10 a.m., was $18,000. And the airdrop at its current price was $9,000, which is a 50% ROI over the first month. He says that he's pretty happy about it, but he expects Coinbase to climb it up to 20 or 30 cents, which is why he's currently holding his squad, since you get 12.5% more of your airdrop every week for the first month, which makes it all that stuff. Yeah. Good stuff. Congrats to Verted. Congrats to the airdroppers. I also saw that they added, why? My mouse is going crazy. Give me a second, guys. Oh my gosh. What is going on? My tabs are going crazy. Okay, there we go. They added 20 million more fun tokens to be distributed in the first month across their 4 seasons, with each season lasting for 1 week. And they give the eligibility details. You got to have, fun in your game wallet. You're going to get points. You'll lose those points, all that good stuff. And the future fun rewards will be driven by skill, gameplay activity, holding level, and rep level. So clearly, very well thought out there. The token currently is over 10 cents right now, at a fully diluted value of that. You can't really see that very well. Let me go there. Fully diluted value of 105 million at the time of this recording. $18 million market cap, which means that, about 20% of the token is out right now. If you guys remember, they did sell out their pre-sale, valued at a $60 million FDV. So the pre-salers are looking good right now. It's up about 65%, but I do think that they are vesting like half of their pre-sale allocation. So it's only day 1. We'll have to see how this continues to go. But I also saw some comments that said basically the majority of the tokens have been like staked or are being held. They're not really being sold. So massive success and great start for the fun token. And boy, is that good to see. We need some wins. I'm not particularly surprised. I think that they just did everything right leading up to this, and they had the right metrics. They had the right mechanics involved. There was a really good clip from Adam. Let me see if I can find it. He was on, I think, the TBPN show, and he was talking about how they've designed the token to drive value back to the token, as opposed to driving value to the equity of the company. Like the project itself. Man, where is that clip? I guess I can't find that clip. I wonder if it's on TBPN, but I also don't know. Probably someone just clipped it from the stream. The clippers be clipping. Oh man, I wish. Is there any chance that that clip is up here? I'm seeing like some great clips. All right, I'll do one more search, but if I can't find it, then Adam FDF and TBPN. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to find it, but just like the tokenomics seems like they were like designed actually well, designed for the token to do well. Still early, and oh, there's all the listings: KuCoin, Kraken, all those good things. All right, we can move on, but massive congrats. I mean, honestly, it's just good to see good token launches. It's so hard to see great token launches. So I just think that that's like the case study as well. I think people should study everything that they did, their whole rollout. And oh, they even went on live on Solana. Like the token was everywhere. So well done. And Adam was like shit posting the entire time. It's great. It's great. Great to see, man. Study football.fun, study Adam. Well done to the boys. Moving on, another token crossing $100 million FDV today. AnyChess, bro. AnyChess is crushing. You'll love to see it. Congrats to the team, man. I've been following this game for a while. I played the game. I like the team, and they're another one. I didn't follow them as closely as football.fun because like when they announced their token, I'm like, oh great, another token, right? I didn't think it was going to go well. And they have proven me wrong. I got to eat my words, man. Listen, again, I like the game, but so many tokens were launching last year and they were just straight down. That was like, why is anyone launching a token right now? So shout out to AnyChess, shout out to Fableborn, and shout out to Fun, man. They are showing that it can be done and that there are exceptions, and we got to study them. We got to support these guys. $100 million FDV is great. Shout out to Smiling Monster. Appreciate the lurk, brother. Let's check in on it right now. I do think it is down just a little bit. It's down 12% from that post. So they're sitting right now at an $88 million FDV. Another one that only has about 20% of the float. Their actual circulating market cap is 17 million. But still, I mean, that chart looks good, man. That chart looks good. They went from, damn, you could have bought in at like 1 to 2 million. The lowest was $1 million market cap, straight up to 20. That's a 20x since December. Bro, what? That's crazy. Up 200% over the past 30 days. You don't see that right now in crypto gaming. You barely see that in crypto. Clap it up for the boys. Clap it up for the boys. Next story, guys. Next Pace, another 100 million FDV token, burning 1.6 million tokens, bringing their total burn to 5.4 million. Of course, this is the token for MapleStory U, the Web3 version of MapleStory. Massive IP. One of the most anticipated games of the year last year, and I feel like they've kind of fallen off a bit. I know YP kind of called them out. Their Dominic, their like main guy, left like the month after the token launched, and while they have been shipping updates and doing well, you just don't hear that much about them. I know they had like their streaming program over the summer, and I think like that didn't go very well. I think Storming and some others participated in it, and it just, I don't know, it was underwhelming. So it's hard. I don't know what to make of MapleStory right now. I want to see them like take over the world, but it just seems like they're a little bit in no man's land while they are, still shipping updates. No shade, no shot to them. Let's take a look at the token. Their token is down. Let's see. It's kind of down, like down only for I mean, when the token launched, it was at over $2. Now it's at 40 cents. I I remember they launched at over $1 billion FDV, but the market cap circulating right now is still 88 million, one of the largest circulating market caps that we have in crypto gaming. And their FDV is still 380 million, which is absolutely insane and massive. Even with the token being down astronomical, the market cap has only gone up. But I think that's just like as like the supply comes out, you know. We continue to keep an eye on the majors in crypto gaming. We try to track them. We try and learn and study what's working, what's not working, and stay on top of the space. Moving on, guys, this one was kind of major. Community Feels are going live on Amazon next week. This is from the other side. So again, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Yuga Labs, one of the biggest names and IPs in crypto, bar none. And they've been having this collaboration with Amazon. And I don't know what these Community Feels are. I guess they're packs. They're like, I mean, they almost look like sticker packs. I'm very confused by the Community Feels name, but they are coming live on the Amazon store January 2022, featuring IPs from Other Side, Heavy Metal, Chimpers, and G's on Ape. I'm actually not familiar with G's on Ape. And they say that they're built for discoverability, and all packs will be open edition to maximize visibility for community IP. Pretty cool. Listen, I love to see crypto gaming and Amazon partnerships, activations, collabs. They're trying to sell, drive revenue, and bring on new people. And that's how you have to do it. That's how you have to do it. Am I buying these? No, I don't think I'm buying these. I don't think I care. Maybe I'll buy one. Maybe I'll buy one just to support. And then like see how they can be used. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's move on. Let's keep it going. They're not the only one launching packs. We covered this real quick yesterday at the end of the stream, as it was breaking news, but I wanted to take a deeper dive today. So Wilder Packs, Wilder World has announced season 1 of their Wilder Packs. It's the first season ever, 108,000 packs, 100% of the wild burned for season 1. So if you buy the packs with wild token, I guess that's going to be a burn. I don't really like that. Like, yes, it's a good sync for your token, but I'd rather you guys get the revenue. I think revenue matters. There's tiered rarity and 150 wild per pack. What is the wild token actually right now? Let's go look this up. It's one thing. This one chart that I didn't add. I think it's like what, 20 cents? Is it less? 6 cents. Oh my goodness. Yikes. I remember when this thing was like 20 cents, 50 cents. They got as high as almost $1. Down bad. Down 90% on the year, over the 1 year time frame. Well, that's good because that means that these packs are like $2 or something like that. The packs are very affordable. So you're going to get a lot with these packs. They are on-chain packs containing in-game items across 3 different industries: weapons, vehicles, and avatars. Everything is going to be built to be playable, tradable, and persistent. There's 6 different rarity tiers: common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and wild. And then you can pull a bunch of different stuff. This is a great thread, really explaining everything that you need to know. So kudos to them. I like it. I like it. I like it. Dude, I'm always a fan of like, give me something to do in your game. And I don't like, I also support people selling things. Like if you're selling, digital items, digital access, something that I can do or use and play. I thought Shrapnel did a good job of this with their booster packs. I forget what they were called now. But it was like, yeah, $20 to get access to the game and a bunch of like extra goodies. Banger. Moving on, guys. I think we're kind of moving fast through the news. I mean, there's no real need to belabor the point. A lot of this stuff is really straightforward. Mythical Mythical Games is joining the heist alongside Brave and Midnight Network for a new style of social competition where you crack encrypted clues, bluff rivals, sabotage friends, and race to unlock a digital vault. Pre-registration is opening up on January 27th, and who is ready to join the race? Really cool. I do like to see Brave integrations as well. Brave, one of the, first of all, great browser, great product, and early to, the token utility. Midnight has been crushing it. I know that Van Ho does a lot of great work with them. And I like this comment from Whaleden. Social gameplay done right. I mean, this seems like, ChatGPT AI comment, but this reminds me of the crypto game. You guys remember the crypto game? Where it was like that same kind of idea, social competition where everyone was competing against each other over a week. Really cool concept. I remember speaking with like the creator of it for a little while, Decrypt. Yeah, I haven't heard about Brave's token for you. I know what is happening with as much as I loved that token and the idea of the token, like what is happening with that token? Is anything happening with it? Let's check out. Let's find out. What is going on with the basic attention token? I mean, it's crazy that like Brave can't make this happen. Like they can't, they can't like make this work. It's like if anyone was able to make this work, you would think that Brave might be able to. Still $287 million market cap, fully diluted, so that's awesome. It got as high as like over $1.50 at one point. It's down to 20 cents. Market cap, yeah, it got as high as 2 billion in 2021. This is when everything was, bring back last cycle, right? And it's just like nothing's pretty much happened for the past 3-4 years, but they're still cooking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, the fact that it's been like mostly above 200 million FDV for the past 2-3 years, that's interesting. $21 million in trading volume over the past day. But let's go back to the story here. Yeah, so Mythical Games is partaking in this. Midnight is partaking. Sounds like it's going to be a cool social deduction style of game. Why does this look like Gigaverse? That looks like Gigaverse and like Chronicles in one. Oh, it looks like they got Moonbirds. So that's cool. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's go to the next story here. Cryptoys. Speaking of marketplaces, the Cryptoys marketplace is now live. If this is your first time being introduced to Cryptoys, they are a IP building on Abstract, and they have an official license from Disney. So they're one of the better projects bringing the Disney IP into crypto, which is pretty impressive. Their Twitter bio says you can collect the world's most iconic characters from brands like Disney, Star Wars, and more like never before. I got an interview with the founder. We got to see the pack opening before there was like the debut, and really, really cool. And he was telling us that like working with Disney, every single pixel, every single frame of their pack openings needed to be reviewed and approved straight from, the Disney people. So super, super strict with that IP, and really cool for them to get that approval. So this is a project that I have my eyes on, and not financial advice, not telling you guys to buy these or whatnot, but we can take a look at their marketplace right here. I'm not in love with the homepage, to be honest. Is it because I have Dark Reader? Oh, okay. It gets a little bit better once I take Dark Reader off. But as you go to their blind boxes, which I think these are the ones that we got to open in Miami at Art Basel, really, really cool opening. They're selling for $18, so fairly priced, not crazy. $20, very reasonable, and the pack opening is awesome. almost worth it just for that, I would say. And the fact that it's almost like an OpenSea page, how they have their marketplace laid out, because you've got your details, your history, the traits, and then the fees and everything. So really cool to see this integration hit Abstract, and congrats to them for getting their marketplace out the door. Marcello, I need you to let me know, man. I don't know if I've seen any like openings or anything yet. Actually, let's go back to their profile. See what happens when I take my dark reader off. Ugh. Do we have any openings? There's no reactions. There's no retweets from the community. Ooh, we do have this one. This is basically what the pack opening looks like. It's really cool. It starts off black and white. Oh, the color, the sound. It's really well done. And then the world just comes to life as it opens and you reveal what you got. I think they only have, as far as I know right now, they have Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto. And then there's different rarities. There was like ultra rare and then something else. We did some really fun pack openings with Proof of Eli and some other people that were there. Shout out to Logan from Abstract. You can't log in. Oh, I haven't tried to log in. I did not try to log in. All right, let me turn my dark reader back on. So what do you guys like? Do you like dark reader or do you like light? I almost feel like that's kind of a vibe. It's brighter since I'm wearing white. Sam Stefanina in the building. What is up, brother? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Gaming Daily Live, your #1 crypto gaming news broadcast, because we're the only crypto gaming daily news broadcast. Dark mode. All right, dark mode for the win. We only did it because we were on that website. Moving on to the next story. Now that we got Sam Stefanina here, I know he likes this one. We got Power Protocol introducing their new ecosystem partner, High Roller. High Roller, ROLR. I think that's their ticker on the New York Stock Exchange. So this is an award-winning global online gaming operator. They're a major leader in iGaming, but their Twitter account only has 85 followers. So like, what's going on with that? Are they brand new? Are they new to Twitter? Very interesting. Shout out to Power Protocol. Shout out to Fableborn, bringing on a partner like this. You know, listen. We see a lot of people try and do stuff like this. Gambling works, right? Gambling works. Gambling is addictive. It drives volume. It drives revenue. But it's also like a dime a dozen. So while I'm supportive and hopeful that this can work out, again, this falls into the category for me of like, show me. I'll believe it when I see it. You know, like, if they can bring a bunch of their users on chain and using the protocol and using the chain and driving revenue and driving fees, then mazel tov. Like, yes, amazing. That is absolutely what we want. But until we see that, it just remains to be seen. You know, announcements like this just remain to be seen. But I will say that I think this is like maybe the first announcement that we've seen from Power Protocol, other than Fableborn, of course. So big congrats to them. You know, Tyler, Cam, Maria, the team over there. Yeah, the term partner is just like super over misused in this industry. And like the other thing that I wanted to comment on this, you know, today we're unlocking new ways for millions of users to access on-chain experiences. Like, I read that and I was like, access on-chain experiences. And it's like, are the experiences on-chain that good? Like, that great? That like, once you like experience them, you're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Like, I want to stay here. Like, if only someone had given me access earlier, you know, the experience is so great. Like, that's the problem, right? It's like, if these millions of people come on, like what are they going to experience on chain that they're going to be like, whoa, this is amazing. This is a killer app. This is what I never knew that I needed in my life. Yeah. Once you go on chain, you never go off chain. I mean, it is kind of true. Like, we are still all here. There is something about getting onboarded into crypto that is very sticky. It's just the allure of making money, right? It's like you get that first airdrop, or like you make money on your first NFT, and then you just chase that dragon from for the rest of your life. Listen, we're that's my reaction. That's my reaction. I'm a big fan of Power Protocol. I'm a big fan of the team here. I do want them to succeed, and I want them to win. But I just don't think that this is anything particularly new from what we've seen of people launching chains and protocols and then establishing partnerships and saying that it's going to be great. So if they are the one to prove me wrong, which Fableborn was the token launch of 2025 to prove crypto gaming token launches wrong. So if anyone can do it, it is them. And so one to keep an eye on. Moving on. We got Scarly from On-Chain Heroes teasing Maze of Games. Is this like, I can't tell if this is the game that he was also teasing the other day, or if this is like a separate game. It seems like it's probably the game that he was teasing the other day. So now we have the name, the Maze of Games. Cool, fun. We'll stay tuned. We'll see what it is. Seems like it's kind of the arcadey, quick run dungeon crawler, quick play, spend some money in the credits, the proof of play arcade model that we've been seeing on Abstract, which can work. And if it's fun enough, like, again, Mazel Tov. We'll keep following that development. Mog. Yeah, get mogged. That's pretty good. Actually, now that you say that, Llama, that's pretty good. MindFi. As a holder, I'm content, hopeful, yet satisfied regardless. Hey, that's the way to be. It's not play to earn. It's maze solving to gain. That's funny. Yeah. Moving on, guys. Major update from the Echelon Foundation. They published their yearly 2025 recap. And I just love how they I love their sass, man. I love their sass. Not that many of you can read anyways, but here is our update. That's so funny. We actually do have it, and we actually are going to check it out real quick. Wait, hold on. Can I zoom in here? No, that's so scuffed. What if I zoom out and then reposition? Listen, I appreciate the work and time and effort that goes into updates like this. Let me do one more, and then we'll try and position that right. Okay, there we go. I really appreciate the work that goes into these updates. I do love seeing, what you've done over the past year. I love the communication. I love the transparency. I love the building in public. We talked earlier this week about Gigaverse's 2025 year recap. And, listen, Parallel Prime had a great year despite the token being down. They kicked the year off in February in Vegas with their first ever world championships, which was super exciting for all of us to be a part of and to be there. Milestone event, flagship event, and we've been covering Parallel League all throughout 2025. And I'm super excited for their championships for season 2. And yeah, I mean, the update is pretty straightforward. Obviously they launched Deception, which was their third expansion, which sold out in like 3 minutes. It was insane. It's a little bittersweet, of course, because the token is so down bad. Everyone is in pain from the token. But I think from like at an ecosystem game level, they've been building, they've been shipping, they've been doing their thing. So the believers have a lot to believe in. And, listen, if Parallel has 10,000 fans, I am one of them. If they have 1,000 fans, I am one of them. If they have 10 fans, I am one of them. And if they only have one fan, it is Sam Stefanina. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love you, Sam. Governance got a lot sharper. I think they burned, there's like an update here that they burned 10% of the Prime tokens. They burned 11 million tokens, and they're committed to burning an additional 10% over the next 3 years. They launched the Prime Pass. They changed the emission schedule. They launched their profiles. They launched the Prime Score. I mean, the boys have been building. If you are in the Prime ecosystem, definitely learn how to read or throw it into ChatGPT and get the summary. Big shout out to Prime. Listen, you know, we love Koji. We love Kalos. We love what they're building. Moving on, though, we also love when Robbie Ferguson, you know, just tweets out, you know, these vague, obscure, bullish things, right? A franchise that has generated over $2.5 billion in revenue is launching their next installment on Immutable. I'd love to see Robbie Ferguson's like content strategy calendar, you know, he's just like bullish. Immutable cooking bangers. I love Yin. We gotta love Yin. He's like, how are you always vague about what it actually is? Yo, Yin, not the hero we deserved, but the hero we needed. Not all heroes wear capes, man. Shout out to Yin. Listen, everybody loves Yin. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Manic Pixie. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Manic Pixie, you're on like a 4-day stream streak, which you love to see it. I wonder if it's Might and Magic Fates. Is that what he's referencing? Because he's always talking about Ubisoft. We did get Might and Magic Fates patch notes. Again, I love when game studios give us these patch notes. I've been covering patch notes. Like, I would cover the big time patch notes back in 2022. Like, I just appreciate, I don't know, seeing game development, seeing the work that goes into it. I'm reading Arc Raider patch notes on Steam. So shout out to Might and Magic Fates. We got to meet the team at YGG Play Manila, and great guys. They had a really great booth. They hosted their big tournament, which Tyler from YGG Esports won. And it was fun to like see them get super into the game. Tyler and Fino were like super addicted. They were playing even after the tournament, just in the booth for hours. And they were talking about it at dinner, like the different strategies and meta. Like, those boys were locked in, and they had good things to say about the game. So I'm not a big TCG guy. I think Sam saw Might and Magic Fates at like Gamescom over the summer and said that he really liked it. So it's cool. It's cool to see them shipping. They got UI improvements, new settings, store features, bug fixes. All the patch notes details can be found on their Discord server. Fates is a solid game. The UX is clunky, but they can solve that. Looks like they did some stuff, Sam. UI improvements, you know? Moving on, that is your Might and Magic Fates and Immutable updates. We're going to talk about Cross Protocol announcing a new game alert. Pre-registration for Dungeon Cross Relic Hunter opens up on Monday, January 19th. I still don't know that much about Cross. I know that Peyton interviewed someone from the protocol on Alpha Wolves. It looked like a really good interview. I know that they've been doing their thing. I don't know how I feel about Dungeon Cross Relic Hunter. Whole new pixel world, whole new combat experience. 300 followers on Twitter. Nah. I saw it, wanted to share the update. If that's your thing, you know, go check that out. Next up, we got to talk about Pixieland. Pixieland pulling the rug, saying goodbye Web 3. We're going back to Web 2. Paused indefinitely on the Web 3 development, and they're transitioning. Dear Pixielanders, they've been operating for nearly 2 years, yada, yada, yada. They're pausing Web 3, transitioning to off-chain. Bunch of updates, yada, yada, yada. The stuff with the token. Sam's probably watching this being like, wow, great coverage, Icy. You're just saying yada, yada, yada. What I really want to get to is how everyone is calling this a scam. The Ronin community is not happy about this whatsoever. Of course, we've got Inhuman saying you're not going to make it in Web 2. But the Ronin community, look at these comments. So Ron said he bought thousands of Ron worth of NFTs. He says 2 years, you've been working on it for more than like 2 weeks, fleecing Ronin users, calls them D-bags. Rojan.Ron says, what the F? You guys sold us lands like a month ago. How dare you do something like this? People have spent thousands in your game, not even in assets, but in in-game purchases. What is this scammy crap? Refund people for their Genesis passes. Take some accountability. I mean, he goes on. Don't be freaking, oh my goodness. Cloud White says, you're an absolute joke. This is one of the worst scams I've seen on Ronin in a long time. When will you be sending our money back? Andrew Campbell, Ziori, says, you haven't been here very long. Pretty quick rug. Either you never understood blockchain or overstayed your experience, all that stuff. Someone said, there was a comment that said, like, I mean, everything is negative. Someone saying, do something, Jiho, scam. Someone said that they like drafted off of Jiho's like approval, or he kind of gave them like some credit. Really bad look. Not a good look. And it's like, I don't know what's happening here. Like, what's happening on Ronin? We love Ronin. We support Ronin. But, as like the leader in crypto gaming, ecosystem of the year, one of the top gaming chains with games that are crushing it. Cambria, Fableborn, Fishing Frenzy, Moku is doing their thing. I apologize if I'm forgetting some other ones. Obviously, Axie Infinity kicked it all off. Like, how is Ronin kind of allowing this stuff to happen? Yeah, when they went permissionless, the quality dropped, teams don't get reviewed, but like they need to change that. They need to go back to reviewing and curating the games. Yeah, Sam, I wouldn't really expect you to. I think I barely heard about them, to be honest, and I'm making my job to try and track everything. But this is just like not what you want to see from the Ronin community, because the Ronin community spent a lot of, the Ronin community knew about them. And they were promoted. Oh, I think here's the comment I was looking for. Cosmic Wolf, shout out to the Wolf, says they got a lot of credibility straight from Jiho. It's amazing. I can't even count the projects that get exclusive Ronin deals, rugging the community and going away. It just makes it so hard to believe. It makes it so hard to like support these games and these projects and like buy their NFTs and to play their games, like when this happens over and over and over again. The believers in crypto gaming got punished the most. No one has lost more money than like crypto gamers who wanted to support, and the creators and stuff. It's a bad look. Doesn't feel good. Yeah, Open Ronin was a bad thing. I'd love to see Jiho like, kind of address that. Let's see. Did he say anything? I think, that leadership needs to. I love Jiho. I think Jiho is based. And he usually does address all of the smoke. So we haven't seen anything yet. Maybe he will. Maybe we'll see. I just think like Ronin, like I think the blockchains and the publishers who allow this stuff to happen on their chains and within their communities, I think some like accountability and measures need to be taken. Like refunds need to happen. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but like we just can't allow this to keep happening. Guys, we're coming to the end of the show. We got our last story here as my browser glitches out. Let me pull that back up. Personal news. Santi of Star Atlas is stepping down from Star Atlas, stepping down from his role because he's starting his own company. So this is good news. It's very positive. I think he's moving into an advisor role with Star Atlas. He thanks, Michael Wagner and the Star Atlas team and community for the past 5 years. And he's, you know, he's taking the leap of faith and pursuing something that he's always wanted to do with his life, but only now feels confident and equipped to do it. Yo, that vibe coding hit different. No, that's awesome, man. So yeah, he'll still be an advisor, just from a different position. And listen, the end of it, he says, if you read this far, he wants to thank you for taking the time, encourages you to pursue your dreams, even if they sometimes feel like too much. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Santi's got a Twitter account and a dream. You'll love to see it. So congrats to him. That was some Star Atlas news that I wanted to share with y'all. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Let's go to Gaming Daily. Let's see if there's any other news that we didn't cover. Guys, big updates to the website. I think we're going to launch public early access tomorrow, by the way. I've been working on the website day and night. Really happy with where it's at. If you guys missed it, Magic Eden unveiled Pokemon Master Packs containing the most sought after cards in the world. Magic Eden wants in on that Pokemon liquidity. Pudgy Penguins. I saw this one. I thought about talking about it, but like Pudgy Penguins partners with everybody. But they're partnering with Man City, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, guys, definitely keep an eye out, because when we launch public early access tomorrow with the website, we are launching with $500 in giveaways and raffles for the month of January, which means over the next 2 weeks, we're going to give away $500. So you're definitely going to want to sign up for an account and enter into those raffles. Your account age has to be over 24 hours, so you can't enter into the raffle right away. So you're definitely going to want to get into those. You'll have access to all of the events happening if you want to compete and game and want to find out where the game nights are. Of course, you'll get the calendar if you just want to stay up to date with what is going on in the space. Like today, we had Proof of Play's arcade event on here. We had Wild the World's game night, Wild Card, and their daily tournament with $2,000 on the line. Sport Up Fun listing their TGE and all of those good things. Andromeda. Wait, does Andromeda have their TGE today? Hold on. What is this? New Nova Star of Yap World has an important TGE announcement. After discussion with Bing X, the Shard token launch is delayed 24 hours until January 16th at 4 a.m. UTC. So that will be like tonight. So wait, are they launching their token? I did not see it either, Sam. I do want to go back and check it out. Interesting. Okay, so the Shard Andromeda token is coming. Huh. Well, shout out to Michael. We love Michael. We love Andromeda. We'll have to keep a closer eye on that story. Guys, today's episode was brought to you by Yield Guild Games, the official guild of Gaming Daily. YGG Play, the official game publisher of Gaming Daily. Incredible partners, you guys already know. You see him on the jersey. Nope, that's the Wolves now. You see him on the jersey. You see him everywhere around Gaming Daily. They just bridged almost $2 million of YGG tokens over to Abstract, getting ready for 2026 for increased player participation. More rewards going to be distributed, and new casual DGen game launches coming very, very soon. You guys know Lowland, you know Giga Chad Bat, you know Gigaverse, and very soon you are going to know Waifu Sweeper. I know Waifu Sweeper might raise a few eyebrows when you first hear it, but the game is actually really interesting, really fun, really compelling. You gotta try it before you knock it. When Particle Inc. game? Good question. That's Star Atlas, right? That's Star Atlas. Are we talking about Particle and Zinc? Or anyways, we're gonna move on, guys. That's gonna do it for Gaming Daily Live. January 15th, Thursday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are back tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST. We go live reviewing the top crypto gaming news stories of the day, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. EST. MindFi, send me the link. Tag me in the link. I'll take a look at Particle Inc. Happy to review. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys are legends. I appreciate all of you. Sam, Llama, and Sunshine and Manic Pixie. You are all on like 3-4 day streaks of tuning in to Gaming Daily Live, and I so appreciate you. Shout out to Apex and Marcello, who were here at the beginning of the stream. Much love to all of you guys. It means a lot. Your comments like really help out, giving energy to the stream. I really enjoy this. Regardless, I would do this if nobody was here, but having you guys here makes it all the better. So I appreciate you all for that. With that said, we will close out the stream with a little Marty Supreme. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay humble, keep gaming, keep dreaming. Peace.
These are facts.
Oh, shout out Dan too. Dan, I appreciate you being in the
What do
comments.
you plan to do if
I didn't
this
shout
whole
you
dream
out.
of yours doesn't work out?
Doesn't
But you were
even enter
amazing.
my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
I think God's next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Yeah, because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings. My financial overflow. Yeah, miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character.